Hey everybody, it's Dave from the Lunchbox Bunch. I know what you're thinking. Where's Crazy Joe? Well, he's not here right now. It's just me. Crazy Joe's probably at the arcade playing Dig Dug or something. I don't know. But that's not what's important. What's important is that I'm here to reveal something to you. I don't know if you remember in the last episode of Lunchbox Bunch, or maybe you didn't even watch it. Who knows? I'm sure not many people are watching this. But we posed a question. I told a story about a friend of mine who audio taped himself playing Punch-Out. And we said, is this a true story or is this a fake story? Because the thing sounded so ridiculous. He used to take an audio tape, I'd said, and he would tape himself, and on the tape would be the noises of him playing Punch-Out. And I don't know what the purpose of it was, but we asked, was this a made-up story or was this a true story? Or was I just making up stuff? So this week, I'm here to reveal the answer to that. So we had you vote on it. I'm not sure if you did or not, whether you thought it was true or not. So I'm here to reveal the answer, and I have the answer right here in this lunchbox, an ET lunchbox, which is another one we're going to get to in a future episode, because this is a good one. But I'm here to reveal the answer to that question. Did you think it was true, or would you think it was false? Was this a made-up story, or was this a real story? So let's reveal the answer. Tucked away in this lunchbox. True! It was a true story. What kind of weird person does that? But it was true. So if you said true, you were right. If you said false, well, better luck next time. If you like this segment where we pose stories, we tell stories and we say, are they true or false? Let us know. Maybe we'll do it in the future. Maybe we'll make a contest out of it. Maybe you can win prizes. I don't know. But I hope you enjoy the rest of this episode. And until next time, keep on eating those ding-dongs. Boop!
Mega Podtastic. Take them beans!
No, freaking starving. I didn't get to eat anything today. God. Gross. Freaking idiot.
Good morning, Mega Podlings. Crazy Joe
And Dave, shooting live.
at the Pop-In Bar.
Shooting from the Pop-In Bar.
Yeah, we're shooting it live. You're not watching it live.
Not watching it live, but it's being shot live, because everything's kind of shot live, I guess.
Yeah.
This is the Pop-In Bar, a very cool pop culture themed bar.
Chalfont, Pennsylvania.
Chalfont.
And I will put the information to this bar down below. If you're in the Chalfont, Pennsylvania area, stop in. You'll be happy you did. It's a really cool pop culture bar.
It's got lots of pop culture stuff, lunchboxes, which will probably,
They have a lunchbox on display on the first floor that we don't have, so we may do a review of their lunchbox.
Mm-hmm. They also have the Dragons Their lunchbox
And the Marvel,
Marvel
Heroes
one
one that we did in the first couple weeks.
Really cool artwork down there. Some really cool Harry Potter artwork.
By some hack artist.
I don't know.
The guy who co-hosted the Get Off My Zucchini podcast.
Hey.
That was scary.
It's great. It's doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You recorded a new episode lately?
We do it now 3 times a week now. We're up to 3 times a week.
Oh.
It's because the subscribers are so much. We have about like 50,000 subscribers now. They demand
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wow.
So hopefully we get some of those subscribers over here.
And if you've been watching the Lunchbox Bunch, we thank you. By the way, I announced this in one of my non-Lunchbox Bunch videos. We have a new perk for patrons on patreon.com. If you become a patron of Megapodzilla on Patreon,
Megapod.
Call your lawyers Toho.
Godzilla.
If you become a patron, and the link's down below, these Lunchbox Bunch videos go up every Friday for the masses. But for Patreon subscribers, you're going to get to see them every Monday, a full 4 days before the rest of the world.
Look at that! You get your lunchbox fix faster.
Yeah.
And the room. Actually, we should talk about the room we're in, because this back to the bar we're in.
Yeah.
There's different themes, and we're shooting in the Disney themed
The Disney bar. Yeah.
Disney bar. So as
We
you
got
can see, we got
Mickey
Mickey
behind
behind
us,
us.
yeah.
And some pictures of some guy. Some old guy. I
some
don't
dude
know.
with a
Some dude with a
mustache.
mustache. I'm not sure who he is, but I'm sure he's important. And we're going to start with a property. We're in the Disney themed lunchbox.
Well, half property, because one of these is not the property of Disney.
True.
And, well, look, we did a hunting video at the Delaware County Community College Flea Market recently, and you saw Dave score one of these Henson Pigs in Space lunchboxes. So
Now this isn't the one I got.
this is the one that I have had for a long, long time.
Because this one has the actual thermos that came
Right.
with the Pigs in Space. We were under some debate on what the thermos that went with the Pigs in Space lunchbox, and Joe went and checked his lunchbox, and he actually has the real
I
Pigs in Space
have the actual thermos that goes with this lunchbox. Now, our theme today is Jim Henson properties. Obviously, Pigs in Space was from the Muppet Show. This is now property of Disney. Fraggle Rock was also created by Jim Henson. This is not property of Disney. This is still maintained. The Henson family maintains control of Fraggle Rock. So
They air them now on HBO.
yes,
You have the
but that's
whole-
where it originally aired. It was it was one of the first HBO
true, yeah.
original programs.
Yes,
Before
yes.
Game of Thrones, you had Fraggles. So
Which is airing tonight.
yeah,
So you have to-
not for them. For them, this is
It's already over, and you've already seen that. I was going to give some like horrible spoiler, but I don't want to risk that because I could say something and
Is-
it
is
actually
this
isn't a TV show.
tonight?
And then everybody's like, what?
You already saw how Tyrion got adopted by Mr. Drummond in this week's episode. You saw that, right? That
And
happened.
he found that secret passageway behind the clock.
So anyway,
Yeah.
let's talk about the Pigs in Space lunchbox.
Yes.
Should we start with, because the one that you just got?
Scored it at the Delaware County Community College Flea Market, which was a great find. It's one of the ones I've wanted. It's such a cool lunchbox. It's from 1977, made by the Thermos Corporation.
So it is not
embossed, but slightly larger in size than the Aladdin.
When you
one.
say larger in size, do you mean because of Miss Piggy? She would karate chop me for saying that.
That's all. That's my Miss Piggy impersonation.
So, yeah,
Spot
on the front here we got Miss Piggy, Link Hogthrob, and Dr. Julia Strangepork. All right. So then,
It's so cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it's because it was a section of the Muppet Show. It was like a
Right.
segment on the Muppet Show
Right.
that then they went and did their own individual lunchbox for it. So that's why I think this one's even extra special.
Yeah.
Because it's not even a Muppet Show lunchbox. This was a show within a show that got its own lunchbox.
Yes.
I'm not sure how many examples of metal lunchboxes that are out there that actually are from a show within a show.
Yeah, probably not many.
It'd be
but
like if they
maybe-
made a Brown Hornet
I was
one.
just going to use that
Because
same
they made a Fat
example.
Albert one.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure no, we don't have the Fat Albert. Do you have the Fat Albert?
I don't have the Fat Albert
we have to see. I'm not sure if the Brown Hornet's even on that lunchbox. But that would be like an example of something like a show within a show. And this is like the show within a show for the Pigs in Space lunchbox. So, why don't you show them the sides?
All right, so now on the side we have one of these aliens. Now, Dave, do you know what the name of this species of alien is?
I'm going to say...
And that is the female of the species. And on this
the female
side,
species is the deadliest of the species.
we have the male of the same species. Do you know, Dave, what species of alien these guys are?
Snorks?
They are Kuzbanians.
Ooh.
These are the Kuzbanians. Yeah, perhaps you remember their mating call. Galio! Hoop! Hoop! Does that ring a bell?
Now rings a bell. Yeah.
The Galio Hoop Hoop. Yes.
Galileo Hoop Hoop. Watch, you better watch out. You might get mated.
Yeah, by a Kuzbanian.
Kuzbanian.
On this side,
Kuzbanian.
we got a picture of their ship. Do you remember the name of their ship? Oh, come on, Dave.
Man, I know.
Jim Henson is crying in heaven right now.
Is it the Millennium Falcon?
It is the Swine Trek. It is the Starship Swine Trek, and it's under. You can't really see. It's under the handle there.
We'll get a better shot of that.
And we have more aliens on the bottom, and the Muppet Show logo. The Muppet Show logo is on the
To
bottom.
let you know that it was from the Muppet Show.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So shall we look at the?
Let's check out the thermos. We're gonna do the smell test.
Oh, I don't want to do the smell test. The smell test is never good.
Check that out. Look at that. Boom. It has its own thermos for Pigs in Space, but it says Jim Henson's The Muppet Show on it. It doesn't say Pigs in Space on it. that white string. That's all I'm gonna do the smell test. What do you think? I'm gonna say
It smells like pork.
This is a mild. This is not whoever had that one. There's not really too much of an odor.
It smells like strange pork.
Hamming it up. He's hamming it up.
Hamming it up. Pigs in space.
Pigs in space.
Pigs in space.
So that's the thermos for that one. We'll leave that in that bucket. It's a good box, and I'm really glad I found it at the flea market last week, and it was cheap. That's always a good thing because I remember I passed on one of these. It was in beautiful shape, and I passed on it, and I was kind of kicking myself. I think somebody wanted like $80 for it, but mine's not. It's not. Yours is even in better shape than the one I got at the
I bought this in 1993 at a convention before the Lunchbox craze, like, you know, collectors like us. Before this was like collecting Lunchboxes was a thing. I got this at a con at 93. This is kind of the box that started my collection.
The box that started it all. And do you remember what you paid for it?
$10.
So that's what I got mine for, but his is in much better shape.
And it came with a thermos.
Right. I picked up a Muppet Show thermos that went along with it for an additional $5. And with that, if I ever get a Muppet Show lunchbox,
you have a thermos.
I have a thermos for it.
Right.
Yeah, so
now, also we got Fraggle Rock over here, and do you want to do the honors on this one, Dave? You're closer.
Yeah. Right. So we have all the Fraggles on. If you remember the show, it was a show about a group of underground cave-dwelling creatures.
Yes.
That they were cannibalistic humanoid underground.
No, those are chuds. You're thinking
these aren't chuds.
No, they're not chuds.
They're not chuds.
They're not chuds.
Are they like the distant cousin of a chud?
They're kind of like the distant cousin of a chud, but they only eat things that taste like radishes.
Taste like radishes. So
if you were a human who tasted like radishes, they might turn into a chud.
They might turn into a chud.
Right.
So on the front, it has we have Wimbley Fraggle, who was one of my personal favorites. He had the Hawaiian shirt on. I was a fan of the Hawaiian shirt, and Gobo. Gobo was the main Fraggle. He's the one with the he's got the orange head and the
Wembley was my favorite.
Boober was my favorite. Boober's the one because he's the blue one with the hat, and he was kind of always he's very Bert-like, and he's voiced by Frank Oz.
No, he was voiced by Dave Goelz. Gonzo.
Yes. Really?
Yeah. Frank Oz actually didn't work on Fraggle Rock.
I didn't know. For some reason, I thought Boober was because he's so Bert. He's so Bert-esque.
Yeah, he is a little Bert-esque, but yeah, no.
Okay, so Dave Goelz, my bad.
Guy doesn't know his Fraggles.
Screwing up. But Boober was my favorite. And then you got Red, and who was one of the girl Fraggles, and he was obviously the red-haired one with the puffies, and then
she was the athletic one. She always wanted to be like running and swimming and doing sports.
So they all have different personalities. Like Wembley was he was nervous, I guess.
He was the one who could never make up his mind, which on the show they called it wembling. He wembled, which meant he was indecisive.
And Boober liked to do laundry.
He was
really very neurotic and anal, and Gobo was, I guess, kind of like.
He was the well-rounded one, I guess.
I guess the well-rounded one, and then you had
Moki. Moki was the hippie.
Yeah, Moki was the hippy dippy one. Who's also on there, and then on the back, which is the backside, because it has Gobo with a bunch of the Doozers. So they had a symbiotic relationship with the Doozers on the show, and the Doozers would build these constructs using radishes.
Yeah.
That then the
Fraggles would eat them, and the Fraggles had to eat them because if they didn't, then the Doozers would have nowhere left to go.
They had no purpose. So at first, because there was a whole campaign, I think, started by, was it Red?
Moki
started bad. She felt bad because we're like, got to stop eating the Doozer buildings,
right?
And then they stopped, and then the Doozers kept building it, and then they ran out of it. They didn't have any purpose anymore, and they
had to leave. They were going to leave Fraggle Rock,
right?
Yeah.
So, but I was. Do you remember what one of the? I don't know if he's on there. One of the Doozers they focus on a lot. I don't see him.
Cotterpin.
Cotterpin.
She wanted to be a Fraggle.
Yeah, Cotterpin wanted to be a Fraggle.
Yeah.
But was a Doozer. I don't see her on there. And then on the top
we have.
That's hard to see.
Uncle
Traveling Matt. Uncle Traveling Matt was a cool segment within the Fraggle Show where he was Gobo's uncle, and he left in the first episode to go and see the
outer space,
which was the world we live in, humans.
Right.
And
but what did he call us? He didn't call us humans. He called us silly creatures.
Silly creatures. Yeah. And then he would write letters back to Gobo, and then they would cut to a segment of him retelling it. And it would be something like, I tried to get eaten by this big creature, and I saw all these silly creatures going on this large, and it was like him, it was people getting on a bus.
Right.
And yeah, so then he would learn about like everyday things that we just.
But in order to get those postcards from Uncle Traveling Matt, Gobo had to go past Sprocket the dog. Sprocket
lived up there with Doc.
Doc
and
Well,
Sprocket.
it depended what country you were in, because in America, Canada, North America, it was Doc, and he was a lighthouse keeper. And if you were watching in England, they had different. There was a different guy, and he was a sea captain, and he was named the captain.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Different countries had different.
Did they all have
live action.
Sprocket?
They all had Sprocket, yes.
So was it a different actor playing
a different actor playing the human, depending on what country you were in.
I did not know that. And on this side is Roseanne Barr. Oh no, it's that is a Gord.
A Gord, yes.
Who lived in what?
That's Junior Gorg.
Yeah, they were a family of these things, and they wanted to eat the Fraggles.
And
where did they live though? Where was their land? 'Cause
They lived in a garden, like right outside Fraggle Rock, and they thought they were
But they weren't in the silly creature world or our world.
No, they weren't. Yeah, it's a little weird.
It was confusing because they would leave there, and then there was because there was a sky in their world.
Right.
I don't understand. It was like another.
That was the same
dimension
world
or
that
something.
Marjorie the Trash Heap lived in, too.
The two trash heap.
Right.
What were their names?
I don't remember.
They when the trash heap would
Right.
there was a heap of trash that the Fraggles would go to and seek sage advice like Yoda,
Right.
or Roseanne Barr.
Yeah.
And then when she was done telling the sage advice to the Fraggle, the two little creatures that sat. I wonder if is it on the bottom?
Were they on the bottom?
Yep.
Yeah,
Trash
there's
heap
the
is
trash
on the
heap.
bottom. We should have checked it first. So that's the trash heap, and then he would be like, "No, you have to brush your teeth, otherwise they'll fall out." And then the two little creatures that sat next to the trash heap, they're
And
kind
they'd be
of
like-
on the side.
And
You
they'd
can
be
see them on
like,
the side.
"Don't tell him, Marjorie!"
And then they said,
Yeah.
"The trash heap has spoken,"
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So that was
So there we go.
That
That
was
was
Fraggle
Jim
Rock.
Henson's Fraggle Rock, and shall we take a
it was from
look?
1984.
1984 Thermos Corporation.
Thermos Corporation again. I guess they made all the Muppets Jim Henson ones because they didn't do the Sesame Street ones.
No,
Oh, there is a thermos.
There is a thermos.
Look at that, and it has. Oh wait, it has a doozer.
It has a doozer.
and one of
and
the.
one of the trashy creatures.
That's kind of weird because I never seen them interact with each other.
No, they
right?
haven't. We should mention the doozers
eating
have
lunch. It's a doozer eating lunch.
We should also mention that the doozers have a new cartoon, right? They're on a new cartoon series.
Yes. Well,
Right.
it's probably been on for a few years now.
Yeah. So
It's
the
newer,
doozers are
yeah.
back.
Doozers are back in full force. Yeah. So, oh wait, it is smell test. Just check.
Do the smell test. See if it smells like radishes.
That would be appropriate. Again, I'm not getting anything all that great.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the thermoses. Maybe the thermoses were better and they kind of didn't hold the smell as much. But it doesn't have that like rubber stop thing like some of the other ones do. I don't know. Maybe that was what holds the smell of tomato soup or something. But nevertheless, a very cool lunchbox. And I have this one. Mine's really beat up, and it was gifted to me, so it's cool. But it's one. If I get a chance, I will upgrade it to a nicer one, or I'll just steal Joe's one. It's not like a dirty Gorg.
All right. Well, that's it for today. These are the two lunchboxes we have: Fraggle Rock and Pigs in Space. Pigs in Space.
That was like, hey, you guys, almost.
Hey, you guys. I get so annoyed when people think that's from the Goonies and don't know that the Goonies took it from Electric Company. It's like, it's the Goonies quoting another show.
Right.
But people think, oh yeah, that's from the Goonies, and it's like, you don't know your history.
No.
It's like how in Lethal Weapon 3 they referenced she's comparing the scars in Jaws, and it was a reference to Jaws. Then Kevin Smith did that in Chasing Amy, and people were like, you're doing the Lethal Weapon 3 thing, and it's like, no, it's the Jaws thing. So that's a tangent. That's a tangent right there.
Maybe the next episode we're going to do the Lethal Weapon 3 lunchbox.
And the
followed
Jaws
up with
3D
the
lunchbox.
Goonies lunchbox.
Oh,
Goonies
I
lunchbox.
thought we did the Jaws 3D lunchbox.
Oh.
That means like your lunch is coming right at you.
Mm-hmm. And then you open it up and there's like a foot just floating towards you.
Well, till next time, keep eating.
Nose ding dongs. Look, I'm wearing a ding dong shirt today. I changed my shirt, so you should all be happy because it's not going to be smelly. So keep on eating those ding dongs.
Keep eating the ding
And
dongs.
again, if there's a lunchbox you want us to review, leave a comment down below and make sure you subscribe to the Mega Podtastic channel so you can get. Oh, we need subscribers. That's always a good thing, right?
Right, we need subscribers.
Yeah.
Ring that
And
bell icon.
Leave a comment. If you want like t-shirts made for the Lunchbox Bunch, maybe I'll whip something up. I still haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
But, and there's Mega Podtastic t-shirts. That way
Yeah,
the ones-
Spreadshirt. They're all
People got it on.
I'll wear it and make a podcast shirt.
He knows, they know what it is.
You can get that. You
Yeah.
can get one just like this
Look
down
at that.
below.
Down below. In his
And
pants.
also down below, in
Yeah.
my pants. And also
pants.
down below, check for information on the pop-in
Yeah,
bar.
thanks for the
and
pop-in
shelf
for letting us film here. We're going to do a few episodes, so we might be wearing the same outfits.
Yeah, but I mean, they're going to be shot on different days. We just wear
Different
the
days.
same
We just wear
outfits.
this. We have
Yeah,
yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
So again, keep on eating those ding dongs.
Eat the ding dongs.
Eat them.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
with the plastic feet.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Tell everyone you meet
Keep wearing those pajamas.
with the back door flap.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Don't open, it's a trap.
Oh no!
It's a trap.
Some people call them PJs.
Some people call them
jammies.
They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander Adamas. But no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas.
Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now we're having fun.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now the song is done.